All right, AP Art. We're going to go over what AP Art is today and what the portfolio development is all about. So in AP Art, you will be creating a portfolio that is submitted to their web application. So what this year looks like, you are only registered for first and fourth quarter, but you need to work on work all year long. This is a year-long course. It does not fit into just 2 quarters for the amount of heavy-duty art that you'll be creating. So don't expect to just have 9 weeks in the beginning of the year and 9 weeks in the end of the year. The portfolio is submitted the first week of May, so that last quarter that you're in it, there's a portion of that time that you will actually not be working on your portfolio. You are expected to create a minimum of 8 high-quality artworks for AP Art. They cannot be phoned-in artworks. You may make more than 8, but you are expected to make at least 8 high-quality artworks. There are 3 different categories in which you will be working in, and I'll get into those, but the gist of it is you'll be doing college-level artwork, so that is showing skill-based art. That's showing the techniques and talents that you have. Those are called selected works or quality works. That's 40% of your score is in the ability that you have to create art, like it's the best of your best. Then you'll do college level conceptual thinking. So this is considered a sustained investigation. It used to be called a concentration. These are a group of works that you will work on that have a common core conceptual idea, and that's 60% of your score. And then there's college level writing involved. That is the rationale behind your work, and it's scored in each category. This is a scoring guidelines on these slides. I'll attach the slideshow so you can go through and click it on your own. I'll let you read through those. I don't need to read that word for word for you. These are the web pages that you will have access to that will help you go through and decide which AP portfolio you're going to choose. You may choose drawing or 2D if you're going to be doing like drawings and paintings. It kind of depends on the aesthetic you have. If you're doing more mark making, if you're doing more 2D, like say you're going to be doing collaging or things like that, you can go through these portfolios and decide what you want. This website, in general, AP, they are horrible to navigate through. You click through this to find this, you are going to have to register on 2 different websites when you actually get into the course. It's horrible. You can always go back to this slideshow and find links or email me and I'll help you specifically find. Let's just click on AP Drawing here. So this is going to be a resource for you. This is the wrong page already. Okay, let's try a different one and I'll switch that out. AP students. Yay, technology. All right, this one is right. It says AP students here instead of my website that I look at, which is also different. So if you're looking here, right here where it says about the course, it'll give you information about the course in general, some deadlines, some dates, what the course content is, how to look at what your investigation is about, making art, presenting and design. But if you want to get into the nitty-gritty at looking portfolios, you'll click this tab, which will talk to you about the portfolio. It'll give you the dates. It tells you exactly what the scoring is and what's required in those scorings. And then you can click on here for design portfolios and scoring info. These are so dumb that they're on this website. Do not look through these portfolio examples. They are not portfolios that were made for the scoring that they do now. I have given you links in the slideshow. Don't look at this. It's worthless. I can't believe they still have it on their website. I'll fix this link, but. So on each one of these, say you're going to do like a drawing style portfolio, but you're not sure if you're going to do 2D or drawing, you can look through these. These are examples of sustained investigation. These are examples of the quality work and why they were scored the way they were for the 2020 portfolio. And here's just an exhibit of some of the best work. So I did those for each section I'll let you click through all the links and look at them, give you a better idea of why things are scored the way they are, what kind of rationale they use in their work. I would highly suggest going through those really well. So, tips for success. Oh my God. It's like midnight. I'm reading this. Tips for a successful, sustained investigation. So, what does success? Oh my Lord. What does that even mean? It means that the works that you're going to do for this portion of your portfolio are connected in some way. But it can't be basic. It can't be just trees, or I'm only going to work in charcoal. You have to think of this as an in-depth investigation into like a question or an idea. So if you want to do trees, I'm investigating human growth. I'm investigating negative space in nature. I'm investigating protective canopies, or all these different ideas. There has to be a relationship within the work that you're doing, and it can't be just like as simple as trees. Okay. Or you can't just choose one thing and try it in different mediums. That's not an investigation. That's more technical and technique, and they're really looking for conceptual ideas here. So look over those examples, and that'll give you a better idea what that means. Ideally, this will develop as you go on. You'll kind of get a style, you'll have this theme, and it'll grow on itself. So a sustained investigation can be a series of works that are very consistent in theme and approach, or more than likely, as you're working on it, it will evolve, it'll develop these visual ideas that you're exploring. You might start in one place and end in a different place, and that's totally fine as long as you can see the progression of your ideas. This is not the time to choose to work in a medium which you have no experience. Start off strong in what you're really good at, and think outside the box of your conception and idea. And then as you're working with that, then start to experiment with new mediums, bringing them into your medium or trying new things. But when you're working on this, start off with your strong suits. It's a good idea to research artists who have worked in a style that you're going for. Don't rely on just yourself for inspiration. Look at historical masters, contemporary artists, classmates, people around you, that kind of stuff. Hold on, I have to turn my baby monitor off. Okay, so try to not do cliche things. They will say it on their website. Things that will score low are stereotypes. So try not to do things with blood dripping, skulls, large eyes, hearts, fairies, vampires, sunsets, rainbows, sad clowns. There are things that just get really overused. Last year, the one that everyone wanted to do was Billie Eilish. For one, all her images are copyrighted, and for two, all the kids wanted to do it. So steer clear of those things that are cliche. Like I was getting it, all images must adhere to copyright laws. You have to use your own imagery, or you have to draw from life. Do not use anyone else's work as a reference. You can look at the College Board's website and they will explain that to you as well. But you need to visit the College Board's website and read the sustained investigation rationale and look at the artwork and look at how they're connected. But once you've chosen a topic, it's time to start working. Things to consider when you're working. For 2D or drawing, you have to have a minimum of 8 works. For ceramics, you have to have a minimum of 6. And these are, again, cohesive pieces. And this is just for the sustained investigation. And a theme, again, doesn't mean they all look the same. I might do an investigation into roots. Like, why do we put down roots? And that could mean different things for everyone and why some people don't. So maybe one image I'm drawing of what are they called? A house on wheels, like when my dad has an RV. There's no roots there, but maybe I'm drawing an image of that and it's this moving thing done in oil pastel. And then my next one is actually about a person and they're rooted in the ground and the roots are covering them and there's a house behind them and they've like never left this little town or something. And it's all about connections and making roots and I don't know, whatever. They don't have to look exactly the same. Show variety, okay? In your physical composition, some things to think about are contrast, point of view, composition, how asymmetry is better than symmetry, create movement, emphasis, the eye likes thirds or odd numbers, diagonals are more exciting than horizontal, go vertical, avoid central composition. A bullseye does not move the viewer's eye around. So if I'm going to draw a portrait of a person, don't sit them in the middle looking at the viewer. And consider both positive and negative space. Work with references. Do not imagine, like, if you're going to draw realism, that you can draw from memory. It's super inaccurate. You should use your own references. So observing from life is always best. Second best is photographs. They should be your own, or enlarge a small section from a photograph. Remember, copying an existing photograph you did not take must have huge alterations. Like, it should be altered like 80%. And just recreating something, even if it's like if someone else took a picture and I made a sculpture of the picture, that's not recreating something. You have to recreate the idea. That was a lot of information at once. So assignment, you have to make a Google Slides for the following info. Your first slide should just say what portfolio you're choosing. Your second slide should have ideas for your sustained investigation theme and at least 7 that you're interested in. So like what I said, like root, like why do we grow roots? Maybe another one is, I'm drawing a blank here. Why do we draw blanks? No. Give me 7 ideas. Look at the website. You'll figure something out. Slide 3 is mediums you're choosing to work in or what you're interested in working in. So say I'm really great with graphite. So I'm going to for sure work in graphite. Maybe I'll venture out into charcoal. Maybe I want to do pastel here or there. Give me a list of the mediums that you're choosing to work with. Slide 4 is list the artists or styles you're interested in that have kind of like moved you in the past and you might want to use as inspiration. And then I want to see some of those inspirations as well in another slide. Slide 6, from what you saw on the AP website, so I'm expecting you to go and look through those portfolios. What made a strong portfolio? What made a low-scoring portfolio? And then once you've decided on your portfolio, you have to put yourself into that class on the AP website. So this last slide here, there's a link for you to click onto, and then these are your invite codes. So it'll ask you for a join code, you put that in, and then it will put you into my class on AP, the AP website. You should have been able to go pick up supplies from school yesterday, Wednesday the 9th. If you have not yet, there may be opportunities for you to pick it up, or it can get delivered out to you. So if you did not pick up supplies, please throw me an email. This slide assignment is going to be due on Monday. So you have today, or well, yeah, it is today because it's like 12:30 in the morning. You have Thursday, Friday, and all weekend to work on this. This will be due on Monday, and then we'll talk about where we're going to go from there. You probably have questions. We'll do a Google Hangout at some point, or you can just throw me an email and let me know what your questions are. Otherwise, that's that. I hope you have a good night.